We live in a world where the idea of the perfect couple is sold to us every single day. From glossy magazine covers to romantic Instagram posts, red carpet appearances to emotional interviews, celebrity relationships are often portrayed as the ultimate love stories. They're beautiful, successful, stylish, and always seem so in love. We look at these couples and think, that's what love should look like. But here's the truth. What we see is rarely the full picture. The perfect couple is a lie, and behind the scenes, things are rarely as flawless as they appear. The media has a long history of romanticizing celebrity couples. From Elizabeth Taylor, and fans take sides. But what we rarely stop to consider is how much of this narrative is curated, designed to keep us watching, clicking, and believing. Celebrities are brands. Their relationships often become part of their public persona, a tool for maintaining relevance, boosting popularity, and sometimes even promoting projects. When two famous people get together, it creates a media frenzy. Suddenly, they're no longer individuals, they're a power couple, a unit that represents the ideal. This ideal is carefully maintained through social media posts, public appearances, and controlled interviews. But it's important to remember that we're only ever seeing what we're allowed to see. There's enormous pressure on celebrity couples to appear happy and in love at all times. Even when things aren't going well behind closed doors, the public image must be protected. This often means hiding personal struggles, suppressing emotions, and presenting a carefully crafted version of reality. When a breakup finally does happen, it can feel shocking to the public. But in many cases, the relationship had been crumbling long before it became headline news. This illusion of perfection creates unrealistic expectations, not just for celebrities, but for all of us. We begin to believe that true love should look effortless, glamorous, and without conflict. We compare our own relationships to these highlight reels and wonder why we don't measure up. But real love is messy. It requires work, compromise, and vulnerability. It's not always camera-ready, and it certainly doesn't come with a filter. Consider the effort that goes into creating the perfect image. Professional stylists, makeup artists, photographers, PR teams, all working behind the scenes to make everything look just right. Social media posts are edited, captions are calculated, and every appearance is planned. What we see is a production, not reality. And yet, we internalize these images as truth. The damage doesn't end there. Celebrity couples are often held to impossible standards by the public. Every gesture is analyzed, every word scrutinized. If a couple doesn't post about each other often enough, rumors of trouble start to circulate. If they're too affectionate, people call it fake. There's no way to win, and this constant pressure can take a toll on even the strongest relationships. Let's also talk about the emotional burden of living under constant public scrutiny. Imagine trying to maintain a relationship while millions of strangers speculate about your love life. The weight of public expectation can make it hard to be honest, not just with the world, but with each other. Sometimes, couples stay together far longer than they should, just to avoid the backlash of a public breakup. Even when relationships are genuine, they are still subject to the challenges that all couples face: trust issues, communication problems, personal growth, and life changes. The difference is that celebrity couples have to navigate these challenges under a microscope. There's no privacy, no room to figure things out without interference, and very little grace for making mistakes. Over time, many celebrities come forward to reveal the truth. They talk about how difficult it was to live up to the image, how isolating it felt, and how damaging it was to their sense of self. Some admit they lost track of who they really were, trying to keep the facade alive. Others reveal how much pressure they felt to appear happy, even when they were deeply unhappy. We need to shift the way we think about love, fame, and relationships. Instead of idolizing perfect couples, we should value authenticity, honesty, and emotional depth. We should remind ourselves that real relationships aren't. And not every love story is meant to last forever. The next time you see a picture of a smiling celebrity couple, remember, you're seeing a moment, not a reality. You're seeing what they want you to see. Behind that image could be joy, or it could be heartbreak. It could be a happy relationship, or it could be a business agreement. The truth is, you'll probably never know. And that's why it's so important not to compare your life to theirs. Celebrity relationships can be inspiring, but they shouldn't be the standard by which we measure our own happiness. Love isn't perfect. People aren't perfect. And that's what makes relationships real, meaningful, and worth fighting for. Not the appearance of perfection, but the courage to show up, flaws and all. In the end, the perfect couple is a myth, a carefully constructed illusion designed to entertain, distract, and sell. But when we look past the filters and the fiction, we begin to see something more valuable, the truth. And the truth is that love, in its raw and honest form, is far more beautiful than any fairy tale.